guys, so it looks like we're having some like technical difficulties tonight. So if you were on a second ago, welcome back. If you're just popping on, I've been invited by my friend Melanie Price, she's a Y sister, to come and share some eyeliner tricks. So I am gonna give it a second and see if it's gonna let us do it this time. It looks like my internet's kind of being wonky, and then we were having issues trying to do a dual live, so hopefully it's working this time. Melanie, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, everyone's starting to come back on. Cool, okay, it's starting to work. Hey guys, hey everyone. Like I said, I was invited by my friend Melanie, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I don't know how long it's gonna let me stay on here today. And I'm just gonna share some tips and tricks that I have with eyeliner. I'm gonna tag Melanie really quick. What does this mean? Invite friends. I have the option.
Oh snap.
Okay guys, sorry, just a second. Nope, it doesn't want me to do that. Here we go, invite. Maybe that's just inviting her to watch. I don't know. We're having some major technical difficulties tonight. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started anyway, and then I'll just share this to her page. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be using my liquid eyeliner tonight, and I'm gonna do like a classic wing, and then I'm also gonna teach you some tricks with pencil eyeliner. So my first advice is that it's all in how you hold your product. So you want to hold your liquid liner kind of at an angle, not so much like this, because you're not going to have a whole lot of control of that tip, as like an angle against your face, kind of like this, kind of like flat, and drag it across your lid. So what I like to do is let me grab a mirror real quick. I'm kind of far away from mine. So I put a little bit of mascara on today because I had like my everyday stuff I had to do and I put makeup on. But I'm gonna go ahead and attempt this. So I like to kind of do a very light line all the way across at first. And it's okay if this isn't perfect. Sorry, I know, we're having like the worst trouble with our internet, and I even had an invitation, like I have the option to invite people, so I don't know what was going on. It was crazy. Sorry, Melanie. I'll share this to your page though. Okay, so what I do is I do a very light line all the way across, kind of starting in the corner, and it's gonna kind of get thicker towards the edge. So you see that? Can everyone see that? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out at an angle, and the angle is gonna kind of line up with my bottom lid and lash line as if it were to keep going. So if I got, let me grab a different brush here. So you see the angle of this brush? If I were to keep going, that's kind of where my eyelid would fall if it were to continue that way. So what I'm gonna do is a line about like that, kind of like a guide to get you started. And then I'm gonna go this way and connect that line to the lid. And you're gonna have to do some filling in here. Until you kind of get it how you want it. See that? So that's kind of a really light one. Oh yeah, that's easier if I just use my phone. And I like to have a really sharp tip. So you see that? that's how I get my classic liner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now the other side's almost never the same. But I try to get it as close as possible. Okay, so I got my line all the way across, and then I'm going to do the little line like I'm continuing my lower lid. And then connect it to the liner. And you know, you can adjust it or clean it up. So my tip on cleaning it up, that one's a little bit bigger. And you just kind of go with, you know, what feels right, and if you feel like you need a little more, you don't want to end up looking like a panda, so, you know, don't overdo it. You do a little at a time. And you can kind of fix it as you go. Yeah, see, I'm happy with those. Those are pretty wings. Now, what I like to do on the bottom, this is one of my, make it look so flawless and easy. Lots of practice, but honestly, the angle is what really, really matters, because whenever you're holding it this way, you don't have as much control. And if you're holding it too close, you're gonna have too thick of a line, and it's gonna kind of like, if you were to take a marker when you were a kid and like press on the ink, it's gonna kind of do that on your eye. So you have to turn it and kind of use that point as at an advantage, at an angle. And then with, this is a trick that I do to make my eyes look more open. It makes your eye color pop usually, and it's super easy. You just take some white eyeliner and you go right in here on the water line. And it opens up your eyes. If you are congested and you have allergies, it can, you know, really conceal any redness. But mostly it just makes your eyes pop, like look at that. But then when I go back in a second, I don't have my black pencil out here, so I'm gonna use just like an eyeshadow just to kind of line my bottom lash so you can see. For the bottom, you want to stay on the lash line and only go about halfway over there. You're not gonna go all the way across the bottom lid. Only about halfway, right about where you line up with the center of your pupil. And then look how much it makes my lashes pop. It makes my eyes pop. I'm a quiet watcher, but just wanted to say you are so pretty. I feel like I cannot do eyeliner on my top lid to save my life. You're so sweet. Thank you. Lots of practice. So that's to open up your eyes, you want to kind of do it in the corners, on the bottom like this, and then across the top. If you have smaller eyes, then you could do it right there on your waterline. But I always recommend a little bit of white eyeliner right on that waterline, and will make your eyes pop and make them bigger. Now, if you struggle with liquid eyeliner, let's do this. I'm gonna like act like I messed up really, really bad and see, like kind of show you how I would fix it. Let me grab my mirror. So let's say, oops, that side is way too big and it's all crazy, right? All you gotta do is get you a little bit of concealer. This is my Skin Perfecting Concealer. And I put it right here on the back of my hand. And get a thin angled brush or concealer brush. I like to use my concealer brush. And you're just gonna kind of dab it like this, just the tip. Haha, funny, I know. and then kind of blend it out on the edges so there's not any like big clumps of it. And then I'm gonna go at an angle following that bottom lash line and almost kind of like go over it, and you can get a really clean line, and then you just blend out that concealer on the edge. See that? So those are my tricks and tips. I hope that you liked it. If you are watching because of Making It Up Monday with Melanie, did I say all that right? Oh my gosh. Then thank you so much for watching. And Melanie, thank you for inviting me. I'm sorry that, you know, we had our technical issues, but I will share this on your page. And if anyone else has any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me a message. Y'all have a great night.